This is a boat, and this is a goat. But will the goat in the boat float? Well, take note. The boated goat did not float, but high in the sky something caught my eye. For avast, be aghast, who is not fast? Friend, is there help you can lend? For this goat may meet its end. Think you ghast, who is not fast? For this goat is now afloat in the boat. And so you lend this happy end to my friend, and this goat will take note of what we wrote on how to float in the boat. And as you fly to the sky, I must say goodbye. I run and I fly, but sometimes I die. But no need to cry, for I will find where I lie. I'll search through this valley and in this alley, but all I could rally is my cousin Sally. I've looked high, I've looked low, I know not where to go. I've searched hither and thither, and even by the wither. This is getting rough, for I do need my stuff. But there is a light, for I recall my flight. I flew through the woods, and there are my goods. I will now try once more to fly. I'm not very smart, but I give all my heart to build in this biome a place that is my own. When I turn on the light, I see something's not right, for somehow this base is now my face. Now this knight, who's fought with his might, is in need of a keep, somewhere he can sleep. As I leap from this steep heap, I spy a group of asleep sheep. They kindly meet my simple request, a small place where this knight can rest. I found a palace, but one full of malice. I went and said hi, but my welcome was dry. I got no reply, so I asked why. Then he turned and said with a sigh, I have run out of my pie. He began to cry, I have no more supply, nor somewhere to buy. He was shy, but I saw in his eye that this was no lie. My soul flew high as I said, salvation is nigh, for I have oversupply of delicious pie. We laughed and we ate under the sky until night, when we said goodbye. I have a chicken that I must thicken, for some food would brighten my mood. I'm on the brink of starvation, so it's my fixation. So little fowl, don't give me that scowl and eat these seeds to fulfill my needs. My grass is mown and this chicken is grown. Looks like I have a winner to become my dinner. But an egg you gave my life to save, for I will take and bake a cake. A slice for me, a slice for you, and together we'll enjoy this view. I'm not sure how, but I just heard that cow meow. Maybe it ate some strange dish, perhaps a plate of steaming fish. But that cannot be true, for there's something I knew. This cow will eat nothing but stew. Perhaps another way on this beautiful day. But I must say this cow has blown me away. For now the cow remains a mystery, one that may fade into history. This spud is my bud. I grew it from a seed until it was freed. Now we laugh and play every night and every day. We go for a glide and down the slide. We go in the mine, we go through the pine. I am never alone, for there's a friend who I have grown. Together we have such fun. And what have I done? I went to the end in search of my friend. I have not seen him in multiple days. I wonder if he went one of these ways. A figure looked at me with a sinister stare, but when I asked, he did not care. I searched a castle, and that was a hassle, so I quit my roam and headed back home. And I should have known my friend would be home, for he was there with his toy. Such a good boy. I slip and I slide, over the ice I glide. I go here, I go there, I go with such flair. Off a jump, clear over this stump. And as I ride, stride and glide, I think of something I have not tried. I bring ice to my friend, a little joy I can lend. Now together we play, all night and all day. I'm here with my crew to cook you some stew. To start off, a carrot, freshly chopped by Garrett. I'll add a potato, but not a tomato. Just a pinch of spice to make it taste nice. All thrown in a pot until nice and hot. The soup it is ready, but I am unsteady, for I see in my sight something's not right. I'll take one small bite. Oh no, I took flight. I heard a knock at my door, so I ran across the floor to see what's in store. It opened with a squeak, then I heard something creak, and my knees grew weak. Something tall before my eyes, I admit I fear its size. I can see its eyes are wise. Its head gave a lift, and I saw it shift. Now its hands contain a gift. Now it's clear I need not fear, but be of good cheer. I put down my saber and said, come in neighbor, and rest from your labor. Some nice time to spend here with my friend, and best wishes to send. He heads back home or wherever to roam in his own biome. This here bunny thinks he's real funny, for while I was away mining down in the deep, he came to my garden to see what he could reap. He snatched up the carrot and ran with the fruit, tucked all in a bag, carried right in his snoot. When I came up from my mining event, I saw that my food was somehow absent. But a mark in the dirt I knew I could track to find who made my garden their afternoon snack. I found some fur, then saw a blur. So into the tunnel I shouted, hello, sir. With a big bound, out came a rabbit, so I asked, are you my garden bandit? Across his face I saw a flash of shame, for it was true, he was to blame. I'm sorry, my friend, I took one small bite. I promise by morning I'll make it all right. Trusting his word, I went home to sleep. I laid in my bed and counted sheep. I rose to admire the bunny's hard work. I met his eyes, he had a big smirk. Your garden's all back, it's here in one piece, and you will see you've had quite the increase. Somewhere in my heart I should have known, but the bunny was right. The garden has grown. I must climb this hill, but it will take skill. At the peak waits a prize to behold, but first I must beat this mountain so cold. It started just like climbing a ladder. Maybe this will all be a simple matter. I hopped my way up until I met snow. I continued to go, but a little slow. I started to think this snow was quite nice, but little did I know it hid the ice. Now I find myself here back at the start. Lucky for me, I have a strong heart. Back on my way up, I met a friend. Little did I know he'd be my end. On my way there, I stopped to think, when for some reason I began to sink. I will not quit, I will use my wit. It will take all my soul, but I will reach my goal. I have done my best and have passed the test. Now I am here, I can finally rest. I want to bake something sweet, but all I have is a bundle of wheat. I'd like to bake a cake or some candy, but I do not have any sugar handy. I'll go next door and ask my neighbor. Too bad he was fixed on his labor. I'll get sugar cane down at the shop. Sadly for me, they're fresh out of that crop. I have what you need, a figure said. This caught my attention and I turned my head. All I need is a simple favor, nothing more than a small act of labor. I want to explore and see the world. Held in his hand was a map unfurled. Take me to see the flowers and ice. I will even give you my special spice. With the deal set, we sailed and soared. There was so much to see, we never got bored. Mountains and valleys, towns and hills, trees and flowers, heat and chills. Finally back home, we finished the deal. He gave sugar and spice enough for a meal. All was said and done, so he turned to go. Wait, my new friend, can you please taste the dough? We continued to chat, he helped me bake. There was more than enough and plenty to take. I baked some cookies and made a new friend. Such a great way my time to spend. This guy here is Mr. Snow. I turned my back, and where did he go? He left a trail, one I can follow. Straight past a tree, one that was hollow. The trail gave way, it was clear as day. I looked round about, something caught my eye. What is that shadow way up in the sky? I made my way up to this place so remote. Why are you up here in a boat with a goat? I made a new friend, best wishes I send. We're off to see the world so bright. In that case, I hope you have a nice flight. I walked back home, a happy tear in my eye. I watched my friend take off to the sky. A tiny block I placed with care among the stones and open air. It looked so soft, a gentle green, the nicest plush I'd ever seen. But soon it crept across the floor and climbed the frame of every door. All the paths they began to fade beneath a thick green emerald shade. The villagers began to run while the moss was having such fun. It claimed the wheat and filled the well, a leafy creeping floral spell. But then they felt the plushy ground, where safe and soft steps were found. The land is bright and full of life, a peaceful end to all our strife. Made from a chest and copper bright, the golem saw the morning light. Its gears began to hum and spin, a spark of life deep down within. Piles of stuff inside the chest. Time to begin a lifelong quest. With tiny hands and eyes so bright, it's time to sort the wrong from right. An iron ingot, then some wheat. The little bot is fast and sweet. A block of wood, a shiny gem. Their proper places the bot put them. The sunset brings a greenish hue. The job is done and all is through. The copper golem clicks in peace until the sorting sounds all cease. In the nether warm and bright, a friendly ghast felt very light. He wiped away his usual fear and flew off to explore somewhere near. He floated past a lava lake, a simple journey he will take. He waved at piglins down below and watched the hoglins as they grow. He saw a bridge of bricks so red. What fun awaits, he softly said. He played games with blazes and floated through mazes. The big adventure now was done, and it was a day full of fun. He glided back to his soft bed with happy thoughts inside his head.